Howdy cowdies, how you going? I hope you're going good. We've been busy again at the collector. We got another cool auction, like 370 lots or something. These are pretty cool. Fantastic Four #1 Newton Comics. It's got the poster inside. Incredible Hulk #1 Newton Comics, no poster inside. This Fantastic Four one is in ridiculously good condition. Little bit of wear on the Hulk #1. This is Fantastic Four #2. Again, I'm pretty sure that's got the poster from memory. And once again in fantastic condition. Got heaps more comics as well. I'll try and show you as we're cruising around. These cool little Kellogg's Keith Gregg Footy Star card or sticker, which is still in its little cellophane packet. Men's Omega Seamaster Automatic, just needs new glass. Bit of a tidy up. It's got the original band there, you can see. Some French and other cash. There's like 1,000 French francs in there. So there's 10 $100 or 100 French franc notes, plus some others as well. Nice little sterling silver christening set with a sterling silver blade and the bowl of the spoon, as well as all the handles, all hallmarked. Ladies Omega watch. Some nice swap cards. They're either Coles or they've got other blank backs. Men of Stamina cards in their original packets. These are cool little Muppets sort of cereal cards, once again in their original little cellophane packets. Here's cool little Sony, I think, or Sanyo. Little red sort of external speaker to go on a Walkman. It all folds up. Donkey Kong multi-screen game. It's got the battery cover. And there's other nice stuff as well in the jewellery cabinet. This really nice framed cross-stitch. I think it's called Old Companions or something like that. Really nice roll-top desk. Ripper. Bronze. But a recast. You can see it's cast in pieces rather than just one piece. I've forgotten the artist's name, but it's after that artist. Pretty important French sculptor. Lovely little Victorian cedar wine table with the inlaid top. This is a really nice hand-coloured print, classical Gainsborough. Lovely old sort of pine grain or feed bin or something like that. Pretty amazing Edwardian screen with the mirrored section up the top, and it's got these beautiful big hand-painted oil on canvas sort of still life roses. You can see there's been a little bit of repair and stuff here and there, but it's really quite a nice thing. Lovely little Edwardian sort of low nursing chair. What else have we got? There you go, you can see some of the repairs on the back of the canvas, stuff like that. It's hard to see the damage on the front though. Nice little Chippendale style corner cabinet. Some Victorian chairs, a little folding cane or bamboo shelf. Some prints in lovely gilt frames. Good records. Other good records, Ray Charles, David Bowie, Bob Dylan, Dragon. And else have we got? Some cool clothes. This is Ace. Sandringham Footy Club polo shirt. Signed by the Sandringham #1 ticket holder, Don Johnson. Really cool. Bit of Miami Vice in Sandringham. Leather jackets, oilskin coats. Heaps of good runners and shoes. Air Jordans and remakes of Air Force Ones and all sorts of other Adidas and sort of kids Nikes. More comic books, all Superman Presents, World's Finest. All right. What else have we got? Records, pictures and prints, 3 boxes of Rolling Stone magazines, some reproductions of the Victorian erotic postcards with some other nice little oriental watercolours. Got some really nice oil paintings by Joseph Edelman. These 3 are being sold as one lot, all sort of surreal, allegorical type of stuff. Nice collection of stemware with a set of 4 Ritzenhoff ones there with the gilding. More good records. This is an interesting couple of boxes of sort of oscilloscopes and stuff. These little Dunlop tyres were supposed to be the tail wheel off aircraft, but couldn't find any reference when I looked up all the sort of details on them. You know, tail draggers, CDs, Australian records. Another good little group lot of paintings, including this little cool George Olaz. Little naive sort of thing. Kind of nice, 1971, but as an actor, I think, in Cop Shop. and a bunch of other sort of 1960s, 70s Australian sort of TV series. I'm not sure if it's the same guy. It's dated 1971 and he was still around then. It might be him, but it's an obscure name. Anyway, nice big decorative French oil painting, street scene. Good Rotel turntable, Disney comics. These are a good lot of all sort of Superman related. Giant Supergirl album number 1. Alright, Giant Superman album number 8. Number 7. Alright, I think there you go, Giant Superman number 1. These are all Australian, published by Colour Comics. Giant Superman number 5. This is one of my favourite bits, the old pink painted sort of 1950s paper towel dispenser. Enesco. This is cool, little Oldsmobile sort of car grill shaped display cabinet. Boxes of stuff, more Disney comics, more records, a pair of Acapulco style, a little bit faded, they've been out in the sun, but they're just cool. Toys, Mario, cameras, that guy, books and stuff, sewing machines, 2 boxes of comics, all Disney ones, a couple of nice decorative oil paintings circa 1900, really nice frames.
Is he involved in
Coins, Time and Fun handheld games. So the one down the bottom, Pancake, is in its original box. It's got the battery cover. The one up the top there, Sleepwalker, doesn't have the battery cover and it's also missing the foam. Costume jewellery, tokens and coins, big lot of foreign currency, heaps of cash, some nice Chinese jewellery. And these are a good little lot of tokens and stuff. This little boomerang thing, it's really cool. It's got to put my glasses on. The Boomerang Hotel Motel in Albury, little keyring, little copper keyring thing. More coin albums, jewellery. Little group with the Limoges brooch, the Pierre Cardin cigarette lighter, and the little silver Marcasite swallow. Silk cigarette cards. Alarm clocks, parts, really nice clean little Art Deco display cabinet. Mixed lot of furniture, a couple of Japanese export wear vases. Nice little clean chest of drawers. Really good Pioneer stereo system with the turntable, double cassette deck and everything like that. A couple of nice little bits of mid-century furniture. Old Decor Coca-Cola sort of lidded container with some old Buddy bottles of Coke. Big lot of decorative oil paintings and watercolours. Old bottles. All coloured old bottles. Records. All HO gauge model railway gear. Platforms and rolling stock. A couple of locos in there as well. Jerry Lewis comics. Footy cards and stuff. What else have we got? Toys, DVDs and CDs, shoes, with a nice big gilt frame mirror. Little oil paintings, nice. I think it's South American, I'm not sure. Looks to be Joseph, and then I can't make out the last name. But it's a nice thing. Nicely presented as well. Mixed lot of comic books, more shells and shell art, including the book Joy's Wonderful World of Shells. Edwardian chairs. Another nice box of Superman comics, Superman Super Comics. David Bosey's Magician's Box with the contents. Oh, I thought they would have disappeared. A couple of nice little outdoor benches, some pictures, prints. This oriental embroidery is nice. This little watercolour of the Glasshouse Mountains. Signed Lynn Darling or something like that. Bit naive with the cows, but it's a nice little watercolour. What else have we got? The big Collingwood signed presentation. Nice little set of 4 bentwood chairs with a little piano stool. Lovely circa 1900 gilt frame mirror. Collection of Australian studio pottery. What else have we got? This big lump of Australian studio pottery. It's a bloody good bit. That nice decoration across the front, that unusual little sort of rib top. It is signed to the base PAM, P-A-M. It's just a nice big lump. It's really well made. Not sure which PAM it is. There's about 3 or 4 of them. We couldn't knuckle it really down to anyone, but it's just a nice big lump. We've got heaps more cool stamp books and comics, stamp albums, full all overseas stuff, Tintin, records. What's in that box? Oh, cassette tapes and a really good Walkman with auto reverse and all that sort of stuff. 3 more box sets of 3 Disney comics, sort of like the bound volumes from 95 all the way through to 405. This cabinet's got all big lots of boxed oriental ceramics and coloured glassware. Alright, and some sort of records, all Zoot related. So, and then the rest of them I think are Rick Springfield. So there you go, there's Rick Springfield when he was in Zoot. Didn't even know he was Australian, but anyway. More glass, Mary Gregory style in there. Sort of trading cards and phone cards, a lot of games and stuff, some nice old marbles, Australian stamps, comic graphic novels, and Esco snowdomey things, Lido Days Gones, good little box of 45 RPMs, there's some good records in here. There you go, there's that the Temptations A label there. There's heaps of good stuff. Guns N' Roses, Sunny Boys, Beatles. Yeah, good little box lot. More die-cast, more records. We've got some nice paintings this week. Lovely little Ernie Vogel watercolour. Pretty typical of him. This is a nice big James McMahon still life oil. Really nice thing, zinnias. Pretty sure. What else have we got? This lovely little sort of gilt-framed oil, circa 1900 unsigned. Reminds me a little bit of a Horton Forest. Probably not quite up to that, but not far off it. European little village scene, which is signed lower right. It's hard to make out the signature, but it's nicely painted. There's a little bit of a scratch here or there. This is a lovely bit by Madame Bouvelot. So she was Louis Bouvelot's wife. And Julie Beguin, B-E-G-U-I-N is her real name, by Madame Bouvelot. All the details here. It's a lovely little pencil drawing. All right. And we've got some lovely oils by Joseph Edelman. This is by him. Really like her with a sort of cityscape in the background. This is another lovely one as well. It's really nicely painted. This is a nice big modernist still life oil, which is signed with that monogram. It's just once again another nice thing. Another nice big circa 1900 unsigned watercolour of still life game birds. Another nice Joseph Edelman. Not sure if it's a self-portrait. 3 nice St. Gill coloured lithographs. Another nice big British watercolour, which is signed with initials lower right and dated 1896. It's a copy of another painting that hangs in the National Gallery of Victoria. It's a bloody good copy, though. Just not sure, once again. The artist's initials looks like MJCP and dated 1896 or something. It's just a really nice watercolour and gouache. All right, Australian Studio Pottery, the Bruce Morrow vase. This little bit here is quite nice with the impressed studio stamp also. Like this little leather case with the Menzies Hotel Melbourne. I wouldn't mind knowing what it actually says underneath that. More comics. Big lot of pennies. Nice little collection of china. Some men's as new watches. Really like this little lot. These are a couple of little homemade robot. And a couple of great little oil paintings featuring the robot. That's him there. And that's him there. And then I've only just realised a little while ago that I'm pretty sure this is after a bit of Nosferatu. Really cool. And you get this bonus sort of handmade Space Ray rifle with them. Really like that little lot. Modern Dick Tracy comics or vintage. These ones are reprints. Nice collection of models of yesteryear. There you go. The Tomy Omnibot. So he's a butler robot, and he's also got a cassette deck in him as well. I think the battery cover's missing off the hand controller. Oriental items, vintage and modern. Nice collection of glass. Big boy restaurant money boxes. Vic Rail box Tyco HO gauge. More little coin albums. 4 Australian published, volumes 1, 2 and 3. Fantastic 4. I think there's a few in there. Number 6 onwards. Once again, all in really good condition. Little lot, the Jim Beam decanter with some novelty salt and pepper shakers. Bright and shiny Bender. This is like the Rogues Gallery here. We've got Bender. We've got the fantastic vintage Mickey Mouse AM radio, which does have the battery cover, but it's a bit loose, so I've put a bit of tape on the back to hold it. Bender, Mickey, Hopalong Cassidy. The Hulk again, I think it's an early number 3, or there might be 2 or 3 volumes in there. Early numbers. Smokey the Bear. And this guy. Nesco. This is one of my favourite bits in the auction, not that I'm a drinker, but the public bar, the Carlton public bar glass panel. Rippering bit. Bit of damage as you can see, but you might be able to get that whole sort of section trimmed off along the bottom. Just a ripper of a thing. Nice original bit. There's 5 1995 WEG posters in there. They're in great condition. Just a shame it was Carlton. These are cool. All the sort of display stands for Wedgwood, Noritake, Whitefriars. There you go. Nice big group. Ceramic ones. Other ones, Mikasa. Jewellery. Marcella cigar mirror. Nice collection of glass. There's some good gear in here. This stopper. It's bloody amazing, but it is actually damaged, unfortunately. The nice little bit of carnival glass. This is an original Mary Gregory ruby glass tumbler. Lovely little amethyst coloured carnival glass butterfly and berries tumbler. And there's some other good quality bits of glass to go with it. Little watercolour and gouache. I just can't remember the artist. I think it's someone Tui. Lovely old hand-touched photograph on milk glass. Nice collection of cards. There's some great Muffin the Mule ones in here. Enesco. Sort of reprinted Harley-Davidson parts catalogues. But the Indian enamelled coasters are nice. And the Velocette book. Lemonade set and some extras. Nice modernist. Windsor Oriana pattern. English China. A couple of nice carved oriental soapstone. Little collection of glass. Lovely old hat block, which all comes in sort of pieces. And these are nice. These advertising slides from an old theatre. We've put with this cool sort of mid-century Sputnik sort of weather station thing. Dalton. Nice little collection with the little glass bunny rabbit with some bunnykins. Nice little lot of art glass. English China, kind of like the big Japanese biscuit jar. And this nice Tom Nestor Australian pottery vase. Designer bags. Stamps. More comics. These are all Australian stamps. There's some really nice early pre-decimal stuff in really good condition. Photographs. There's some lovely old glass negatives in here as well, and some other interesting things. Lovely old brass letter slot. Hue and Pine box. More comics. Nice little John Farmer etching The Fisherman's Hut. Little bobblehead San Francisco Giants player with a signed baseball, but it's facsimile signed. Reproduction catalogue, original Harley-Davidson military motorcycle catalogue, 16mm movie camera, Enesco, art glass, Japanese, little set of Whitefriars glasses are nice, big lot of Lidos, Buck Rogers and Flash Gordon comic books and novels, circa 1900 erotic Japanese woodblock print, Scandinavian and other glass. What else have we got? Some more cool stuff. Planet of the Apes comics. Newton, number 1. There you go. And there's another number 1 here as well, but there's some biro on it, and I think it's a different publisher. Early Fantastic Four again. Early Hulk. Really nice early building block set with some lovely sort of classical columns. Who's this? Myra Bullock. Etching an aquatint of the mermaid. She's lovely. Really like this Gazzini, sort of mid-century plastic dinner set. Another nice collection of glass. A couple of cool retro cups and saucers. We've got lots of less nice Carltonware Rouge. I think Bird of Paradise is the pattern. Might be wrong. Winton, it's really quite nice from the 1930s. More Carltonware, more art glass, more Carltonware. Another little group with the Bunnykins, another nice little amber glass bunny. I just can't remember who the company is that made them, but they're all in the catalogue. The big Mazinga robot, can't remember his name, but he works, I think. Oh, shit. Got me a good one. He's a ripper. Should have rockets here as well, but they're not there. But at least his fist's there, and it does work, as you've just seen. And as I've just felt. Art Deco light's pretty cool, little wall light. You can see there's a little bit of damage around the bottom here. And it has got this sort of pine backing on it to sort of strengthen it. Lovely old photograph. George Jensen. 3 early, I think they're first edition Tintin books, comics. Really nice lot, this of the Churi design. Market is the pattern. Made in Norway by Figio, I think. Early Australian coloured engraving of kangaroobas. Some Beswick flying gulls. The big one's damaged, the little one's damaged, the middle-sized one's perfect. These are a nice set. They're 8 Midwinter Stonehenge series sun pattern dinner plates. It's a mouthful. Pat Elvin's. This is nice little petite 4 set made by Midwinter. I think one of these little dishes is damaged, but there's 10 of them in the nice server. 2 more bits of Carltonware. One of them has got a hairline, I think Gail mentioned before. There it is. Really like the Joseph Sankey and Son little watering can. Typical embossed sort of copper Art Nouveau. These are great, the little wooden monkeys. Lovely bit of art glass. Really nice Dalton Poppies in the Field trio. More bits of the Carltonware Rouge. 2 more bits there. And then we've got some nice stuff. This beautiful big Shelley tea set, coffee set. The teapot's a bit damaged, you can see, and it's all stapled around the back as well. I think there's 1 or 2. That little cup's missing the handle. There was another cup with a hairline, but the majority of it's actually pretty good. And it's a lovely sort of Art Deco sunset pattern. Stephen Benwell, Australian Pottery Bowl, which is also marked ANG on the back and dated 82. So I think he used to sell some of his pottery through the Australian National Gallery up in Canberra. And that looks like one of the bits that came from there. Lovely little bit of, I think, Western Australian art glass. I've just forgotten the name of the maker. Ray Taylor Oz Pottery Vase, which is signed RT to the base. A couple of lovely early Donald Duck comics. More little Thumper bunny rabbits, both hand-painted. Mary Gregory, lovely little bit of Italian Sommerso. Anyway, that'll do. Hopefully you've been good. I'll see you guys tomorrow starting from 4 o'clock.